I have read a lot of trans voice books that talk to voice clinicians and care providers. Like, a lot. But this one talks to you, the learner, which is why it's our very first pick for Trans Voice Training Book Club.
Book. What book?
This particular book.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm a gender-affirming voice teacher. Welcome to Trans Voice Training Book Club, where I read the books so you can decide what belongs on your shelf. Today, we're talking about One Weird Trick, A User's Guide to Transgender Voice by Liz Jackson Hearns with Patrick Madigan.
I hated it.
Historically, I hate.
That being said, I hate it.
Liz Jackson Hearns is a voice instructor specializing in trans and non-binary voice. They are the author of two amazing books on the subject, this one and The Singing Teacher's Guide to Transgender Voices, as well as being the owner of the Voice Lab, Inc. in Chicago. She teaches this material every day, and it shows. Also, Liz and I know each other personally, so I can also tell you that they are exceptionally kind, caring, and empathetic. Just a great person all around. And also, if you're the person who borrowed my other Liz Jackson Hearns book, please return it to me because it was very expensive.
But you are old. Where's my book?
This book is a slim 100 pages broken into two distinct parts. The first half of the book contains 8 chapters, each explaining concepts like the basics of voice production, pitch, resonance, and articulation. There's no jargon, but words and concepts are clearly defined in plain language as you go. You get enough vocal anatomy to be empowered, but not so much that you feel overwhelmed.
But can you ever just be whelmed?
Each chapter includes quick myths versus facts that clear up commonly held trans voice myths. For example, in the pitch chapter, the myth is basically you must speak at A220 to be read as feminine, and the fact is that pitch matters, but ranges are personal and variable. The second half of the book is called One Weird Workbook, and this is the part that students will probably return to the most. It contains a simple warm-up you can repeat daily, exercises for pitch, resonance, and inflection, reflexive questions for defining your voice goals, and a handy list of practice phrases, sentences, and passages.
Anyone who ripped up their workbook has failed.
So, in a nutshell, that is what you get from this book. Have a nice day. Oh, you want to know what I actually really think about it? Well, alrighty then. One Weird Trick was one of the first books I read when I started getting serious about trans voice training, and it had a major impact on the way I teach.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I love that this book provides enough background information like definitions and vocal anatomy to be empowering and get the reader ready to do the work, but not so much that you feel bogged down before you even start.
Love that.
I also love how even though the book is only 100 pages, like look how slim it is, there is quite a bit of attention paid to the variety of goals and uniqueness of everyone's voice.
Love that.
The book isn't prescriptive at all about what women, men, or non-binary people should or could sound like. The one thing that may trip you up when using this book is that a lot of the exercises are written out using music notation, which is kind of necessary when writing a book and you can't give auditory examples. It has a section in chapter 3 that explains music notation, but I could see some eager beavers skipping ahead to the workbook section and missing that explanation. So if you have zero music knowledge, learning a tiny bit about music notation in advance of using this book will make it more approachable for you, or just don't skip that chapter 3 section. But also, I promise you, musicians are not special. Anyone can learn to read enough music notation to use this book.
It's not rocket science. And that, Lauren, is how taxes work.
So would I recommend this book? Definitely yes. This is a great guide for either someone just starting out or an intermediate learner looking for a little bit of structure in their practice. If you're interested in getting One Weird Trick, there's a link in the description to a bookshop.org link. Oh, and before I forget, in case it's not clear, the book explicitly states that this title, One Weird Trick, is ironic. There is no one weird trick that doctors hate when it comes to voice training. Only many weird tricks, and it takes time to find the ones that work right for you.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
So that's it for the first edition of Trans Voice Training Book Club. I definitely recommend getting your hands on all the radical literature you can before...
Thanks, Lisa. I'll get right on it.
Lastly, I need your help to choose the next book I cover for Trans Voice Training Book Club. Should I do The Trans-Masculine Voice, A Guide to Vocal Euphoria by Stephen Davidson, The Voice Book for Trans and Non-Binary People, A Practical Guide to Creating and Sustaining Authentic Voice and Communication by Matthew Mills and Julie Stoneham, or Queering Vocal Pedagogy, a handbook for teaching trans and genderqueer singers and fostering gender-affirming spaces by William Sauerland. Let me know in the comments which book you want to hear about, and that's the one I'll cover next. If you want this kind of trans voice education information sent directly to your inbox every Thursday morning, sign up for my newsletter. Subscribers have described it as the only newsletter I read every week, which I legitimately consider to be high praise. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That's all for today. I've been Renee, and I hope this helps. Like a lot, but pew. Let's do it again. I hope that they watch it and give it back.
Yeah.
I'm not. That was just personally
That's
for
how
me.
That's how you'll know if they watch your content.
They better give me my book back.
Okay.